Hi everyone, this is Deb Tim, a Canadian girl, and I have a whole bunch of changes to share with you happening in my little fish room, so please stay tuned. Welcome to my fish room. I have had some big changes happening here this week. I am looking forward to sharing everything with you. I'm going to begin this edition of Fish Room News with my youngest. Here are my very youngest. They aren't even fry yet. They're yellow lab eggs and are only 5 days old. I find they hatch much sooner when they are tumbled in a tumbler rather than tumbled in mom's mouth. It could be because they have more room, more freedom. These little eggs just popped their heads and tails yesterday, so they are well on their way to becoming fry. This is the second tumbler I have going, and in here are a group of OB babies. They are about 3 or 4 days further along than the first group you saw. I stripped both mums at the same time. These were already hatched, showing heads and tails. I like to strip at 7 days so the mums haven't gone without food too long and don't need recuperation time. So these guys are doing really well. I could have cleaned the glass there though. Sorry about that. In this, the first of my 10-gallon fry tanks are a group of OB babies. There are about 20 in here. I just moved them in here the other day from their tumbler. So far they have only had baby brine shrimp. I really like to keep them on baby brine shrimp for the first week or two just to give them a good start. Then I will move them onto powdered food. They're doing really well and already come to see me when I'm going to feed them. The older OB babies in the tumbler you just saw will be joining this group when they're ready. It should be sometime the middle of next week. In this 10-gallon are my zebra Daniel fry. I'm feeding them their baby brine shrimp, as you can see. They are 4 weeks old now. I'm sorry I didn't get my fish room news out last week. I was just so busy taking fish to the local fish store, moving fish around, stripping moms, and sorting sizes that I just didn't get to it. You can see how well they're doing and how quickly they have grown. What surprises me the most is the assortment of sizes within this one brood. It looks like I overfed them, but I promise you in a couple minutes there won't be anything left. Now I did try to count them, but it's near impossible. My guess would be there are over 100 fry in this brood. In this aquarium are a new pair of zebra Daniels that I just moved up here. Since I had a couple 10-gallon aquariums open, I thought I would see if they would breed again. You can see how nice and plump the female is. She should be very close to laying her eggs. I really like these stones too because you can really see the babies well against them. This is the 20-gallon grow out where I have the 2 tumblers running. I also have 2 female bettas in here with the fry. This group of fry are mostly yellow labs with some super red zebras. The little guys are the grandkids of Brute, my old tank boss that Ghost killed. I really find once you move them up from the 10-gallon, they begin to put on some size a lot quicker. This is my 30-gallon grow-out with my oldest fry. Now this group are mostly super red zebras and a handful of yellow labs. When I move any fry from my 10-gallon tanks, that's when I like to sort them to size. I feel it's much more important to keep them together by size than by brood, as they do much better when the playing field is even and they don't have to fight for food. I also have 3 plecos in here that I would love to breed. Here is my beta rack. This is such a perfect setup for them. I can see each little tank clearly. I just finished doing water changes on their tanks. You can see bubbles on their little pots, and some aquariums have bubbles on the glass. Even these guys love a fresh water change. They swim around their tanks happily. The boys are quiet now, so I've replaced the divider cards, but I do give them each a few minutes of exercise daily while I feed the fry. That brings us to the end of this edition of Fish Room News. As you can see, I have an empty tank. It's actually my hospital tank, but I hate to see a tank empty, especially when it's ready for fish. So I may end up doing something with it. Until next time, this is Deb Tim signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.